How you doing, YouTube? This is Gunner Sargent 67 bringing you another YouTube video. Today's YouTube video is going to be on how to stay cool during a summer power outage in 2025. Alright, let's get into it, YouTube. Alright, so it's that time of year again. And on the 21st of March, I do believe, was the official start date of spring here in the United States. Like I've said before, numerous times on many videos, I live in the great state, the free state of Florida. And with the spring, the heat accompanies the spring. We have been in the high 80s here. Tomorrow it is expected to get to the 90s, the low 90s tomorrow. And then as the spring progresses into summer, it's just going to get hotter and hotter and more humid. So now is the perfect time to start preparing for combating the heat if you have some type of summer power outage in 2025, especially in hurricane country. Hurricane country, tornadoes, all of that stuff transpires within the summertime. So if you utilize the spring to get prepared, if you aren't already prepared, then you should have no problems if you go ahead and start preparing right now. All right. So the first way to stay cool during a summer power outage is probably one of the most simplest, is to stay hydrated. Now, when you stay hydrated, your body can handle the heat a lot better. You sweat, the sweat that accumulates on your brow or on the rest of your body winds up aiding in the cooling cycle to keep you cool. So you never want to go ahead and interrupt that by not staying hydrated. You start to stop sweating, then you're talking about heat exhaustion, heat stroke, dehydration, things like that. So don't get to that point. Make sure you stay hydrated. Now, also with that is make sure that not only are you staying hydrated, but you're also including electrolytes in staying hydrated. All right. That was number one. Number two, keep yourself and your home shaded. Now, what I mean by that is if you have to go outside, you want to ensure that you cover all of your exposed skin. I've said this numerous times on the channel that I am a retired Marine, and I've got a few deployments to Iraq and Afghanistan. I've been to Jordan, I've been to Kuwait, I've been to Bahrain, all of those, and some places in Africa where it is extremely hot. And in all of those locations, the one thing that the indigenous population does is they cover themselves from head to toe in the spring and summertime months. And that is to protect their skin from sunburns and sun damage and heat damage. So you always want to ensure that you cover all of your exposed skin. And one way to do that is to go ahead and wear things like a boonie hat. And as far as shading your home, it's mainly if you don't have like coverings via like some type of tree canopies or tree vegetation that will go ahead and block out some sun. Some of the best ways to shade the inside of your house is utilizing heat blocking curtains. And then also if you can't afford to modernize your house. But yes, heat blocking curtains, boonie hats, and covering all of your skin is one of the best ways to ensure that you stay cool during a summer power outage. That was number two. Number three, heat rises reside in the lowest levels of your home. And what I mean by that is if you have your normal everyday house, like here in Florida, and you have 2 stories or even 3 stories, it is going to be much more cooler on the ground level than it will be on the 2nd or 3rd floor. One of my friends' houses that lives near here, we get power outages all the time, And I visited him during a couple of power outages, and his second floor of his home is way hotter, like 15 degrees hotter than it was in his ground floor. Now, with that being said, I've lived in places here in the United States where basements were a common thing. I've lived in Alaska. That's where I'm originally from. I was born in Alaska. My father was in the military. We were stationed in Alaska a couple times as well. And when I lived in Pennsylvania, each time I had the luxury of having a basement. So again, you take that practice of going to the lowest level, you go to the basement, it is way cooler in a basement. In Pennsylvania, we had a massive power outage and a heat wave at the same time. And just going into the basement, the temperature was, again, 15 to 20 degrees difference. And then you throw in some type of rechargeable battery fan, and you're definitely, it is definitely more tolerable. So heat rises reside in the lowest levels of your home. If you have a basement, move your living quarters for that time period down there, because the basement is the coolest portion of your home. That is number 3. Number 4, keep vital areas on your body wet. Head, neck. You can go ahead and utilize a handkerchief or some type of towel. You go ahead and get it nice and wet, and you wrap it around your neck, not too tightly, just drape it. And what that does is that it cools. You put it near the carotid arteries in your neck, or underneath your armpits, or near the main blood vessels near your groin. And what happens is that cool wet rag, it gets really near the main blood vessels, like in your neck, the carotid arteries, and that cools down the blood. And as it cycles through your body, it keeps your core temperature at a manageable level and you don't overheat. So keep your vital areas on your body wet. You can also put a handkerchief in your hat and put it on your head, and it keeps your head cool. And again, same theory. That was number 4. Number 5, don't cook inside. Do all your cooking outside. Now, when you make sure that you cook outside, make sure that the security posture allows you to do it. If this is like an EMP and it's a long-term power outage, you're not going to want to cook outside. It becomes a security concern, because now people know you have food, and now they might come investigate to see what else you have that they need. So if the security posture allows you to do it, then go ahead and conduct all your cooking inside, because when you cook inside, it raises the temperature inside the home. So you don't want to do that. We want to lower the temperature inside of your house if it's at all possible. That was number 5. Number 6, utilize rechargeable battery fans, small AC units that are powered by solar generators or gasoline generators. Like what I have right in front of you. I have my IceCo JP42. It's a 42 liter portable refrigerator, and it can also be dual purposed as a ice chest as well. I've got 2 Ryobi battery powered fans. The smaller one right here is actually powered by a USB battery, and then the bigger Ryobi fan in back is powered by a 6 amp hour rechargeable battery that I can recharge with this Jackery Explorer 550. Excuse me. And additionally, I can also use that Jackery to power up this IceCo JP42, and I've done extensive tests with this Jackery, with this IceCo, and I have consistently on a full charge for this Jackery, been able to run this IceCo JP42 refrigerator for a little over 42 hours. Every single time it was right around 42 hours. But that's with this jam-packed full of stuff. No space in it. Every bit of space was utilized to go ahead and conserve that cold. So If you utilize rechargeable battery fans or small AC units like window fans, then you will definitely be able to ride out a short-term power outage in the summertime a lot easier than if you don't have them. Now, addition to that, don't try to go ahead and cool your whole house. Just like with winter, you want to go ahead and create some type of microclimate. So pick a smaller room, especially if you have a window AC or an indoor AC and it's hooked up to a gasoline generator. Just pick that one room. That way you're not wasting all of your resources, all of your fuel, all of your power in your solar generator to try to cool down your whole house, because that's not really a recipe for success. You want to go ahead and pick one single room, and that single room that you've closed off, that is the one you want to try to keep as a cool room. So that was number 6. The 7th thing on how to stay cool during a summer power outage is going to be hanging wet sheets in doorways. Now, you go ahead and get sheets, you wet them, and you hang them up in doorways, and that allows the air that passes through those sheets, the temperature to drop a little bit and be that much more comfortable inside of your house. That's number 7. Number 8 kind of goes along with number 7, and that is at night, open your windows to allow a cross breeze within your home to lower the temperature inside of your house. Now, only do this if you have screens on your windows, because if you open them up and you allow a lot of mosquitoes and bugs, then it's just going to be miserable. You may get cooler, but you're going to be eaten alive by bugs. And you need to consider your security posture. Again, is this a long-term grid down scenario? Is security going to become an issue? If it doesn't, then go ahead and conduct this, because what this does is that cross breeze, you combine that with the wet sheets that are hanging in doorways, that cross breeze is going to go through those wet sheets, and it's definitely going to be a lot cooler in your house. It's going to lower that indoor temperature. So just a recap on how to stay cool during a summer power outage in 2025. Stay hydrated, keep yourself and your home shaded. Heat rises reside in the lowest levels of your home. 4, keep vital areas of your body wet. 5, don't cook inside. Cooking inside raises the temperature in your home. 6, utilize rechargeable batteries. Utilize rechargeable battery fans and small AC units powered by solar generators or gasoline generators. Number 7, hang wet sheets in doorways. And number 8, at night, open your windows to allow a cross breeze. If you do experience a power outage this summer, if you follow these 8 steps, you will definitely be a lot more comfortable during your power outage if you do these 8 things than if you don't. All right, YouTube, that's about it for today. If you like this video, please go ahead and hit that like button. If you like my content, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. In the comments section below, let me know what you like, what you don't like. Let's start a conversation. Let me know what your plan is for a power outage this summer. All right, this is Gunner Radar Sergeant 67. I'm out.